Your cat knows who's evil, and they can prove it. That's today's title, and yes, it sounds dramatic, but the truth behind it is surprisingly scientific, comforting, and honestly a little mind-blowing. And here's your spoiler for this chapter. By the end of today's video, you'll discover the real mechanism cats use to evaluate human intentions, something researchers are only now beginning to understand. And once you learn it, you'll finally understand some behaviors your cat has shown for years. If you enjoy fascinating insights like this and want to see more, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. The science behind a cat's social radar. Have you ever watched your cat freeze, stare at someone silently, then walk away like that person just lost an important interview? Or maybe your cat instantly curls up on the lap of a stranger you barely know, as if they've been best friends since kittenhood. Why does that happen? Why are cats so brutally honest about who they trust and who they pretend doesn't exist? Before we go deeper, tell me in the comments, has your cat ever warned you about someone? I'm reading and replying to everyone. Let's clear something up right now. When we say your cat knows who's evil, we're not talking about anything supernatural, spiritual, or meant to scare anyone. What your cat truly detects is behavior, emotional signals, stress markers, and micro details in human communication. And in these areas, cats are much more perceptive than most people imagine. Their social radar comes from thousands of years balancing two roles: apex predator and potential prey. That combination forced cats to become experts at reading intentions, fast, accurately, and silently. So, what does science actually say about this? Researchers at Kyoto University performed a famous study where cats watched humans interact with their owners. The results shocked even scientists. Cats were able to judge whether a person behaved helpfully or unhelpfully toward their owner, and then changed their willingness to approach that person later. In other words, cats evaluate character based on actions, not appearances. This alone gives your cat an advantage many humans don't have. But it gets even more interesting. Another study from Tokyo University found that cats can differentiate emotional tones in human voices. They know when someone speaks with genuine affection, forced politeness, underlying anger, or disguised irritation. They don't fall for fake kindness. They hear the difference instantly, even in people they've never met before. So imagine someone enters your home with a tension-filled voice, a stressed rhythm, or a passive-aggressive tone. To you, it may seem normal. To your cat, it's a blaring alarm labeled, "This person is hiding something." But cats don't rely only on sound. They also interpret micro-expressions, the incredibly fast facial movements that reveal authentic feelings. Humans often overlook these tiny signals. Cats don't. They're experts at detecting inconsistency, when a person smiles but their eyes are tight, or when someone tries to act confident but shows nervous body language. And because cats rely heavily on body cues, they notice everything. The stiffness in someone's shoulders, the direction of their feet, the speed of their blinking, the tension in their jaw. You might ignore these details. Your cat absolutely does not. Now here's something most people don't know. Cats are hypersensitive to unpredictability. Not danger, unpredictability. A person who moves too fast, laughs too loud, tries to pet too soon, or invades space is categorized as a potential threat. Not evil, but not safe either. This is why your cat sometimes prefers the quiet guest who sits down and pretends the cat doesn't exist. In feline social rules, that behavior communicates, "I respect your boundaries. I'm not here to control or overwhelm you." That earns trust. There's another real behavior that proves how observant cats are: observational learning. Cats don't judge people only by how they themselves are treated. They watch how people treat others. If someone is gentle with another pet or behaves patiently with their environment, cats store that as positive. If someone shows aggression, impatience, or erratic behavior, cats store that too, permanently. And let's talk about something people never expect. Cats can sense chemical changes related to human stress. Not cortisol itself, but the scent shifts caused by anxiety or anger. Humans can hide their emotions with words. Cats smell them. That's why your cat might walk into the room, sniff the air, look at a guest, and quietly remove themselves without explanation. They're analyzing emotional signatures you cannot see. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Cats remember. They remember tones. They remember body language. They remember how someone behaved months, even years ago. They have strong associative memory, especially when emotions are involved. If a person once frightened them with loud behavior, they may remain cautious forever. If a person offered slow, respectful interaction, that positive memory lasts too. And here's a question you might relate to. Has your cat ever blocked your path to someone? Or sat between you and a guest? Or stayed unusually close when you were uncomfortable? That's not coincidence. That's social referencing, another scientifically documented behavior. Social referencing means that cats look at your reactions when deciding whether someone deserves trust. If you relax, they relax. If you tense up, they immediately go into analysis mode. Cats synchronize not only emotionally, but physiologically with their favorite humans. Studies show they can even match your rhythm of stress or calm. Your cat is not just observing the world, they're observing how the world treats you. This is why cats are shockingly accurate at detecting intentions. They combine their reading of the person, their reading of your emotions, and their own survival instincts. That triangle creates a social radar that is far more advanced than people realize, and this brings us to one of the most intriguing discoveries in feline behavior. Scientists believe cats might rely on something like a micro moment of truth, a rapid evaluation phase where they collect every possible sensory cue and make a near-instant decision about someone's trustworthiness. It's subtle, silent, almost invisible. But once your cat reaches that moment, their decision is final. And the most surprising thing? This instant judgment is often more accurate than ours, because your cat doesn't get distracted by charm, flattery, or social pressure. They see what's real. But what exactly happens during that micro moment? What signals does your cat focus on? What tiny clues push them toward trust or distance? You're about to find out. The 7 behavioral signals cats use to identify bad energy in people. Have you ever wondered why your cat instantly steps back from one person but melts into the arms of another? Or why your cat calmly strolls towards certain guests, yet becomes a silent shadow when someone else enters the room? Today, we're uncovering the real science behind the behaviors your cat uses to judge human intentions, and none of them involve superstition or fear. They involve instinct, observation, and emotional intelligence. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, has your cat ever disliked someone for no reason? I'm reading everything. Let's get into the precise signals cats rely on. Signals that are so subtle, most humans never even notice them. 1. Tension in the shoulders and arms. Cats are extremely sensitive to body tension. They can spot raised shoulders, stiff elbows, tight hands, or rigid posture faster than we can recognize a forced smile. To a cat, tension is not evil, but it is a sign of unpredictability, and unpredictability is a red flag. In the wild, tension meant danger, an approaching predator or a fight about to happen. So when someone enters your home with rigid posture, clenched hands, or a stiff back, your cat instinctively steps into caution mode. And here's something fascinating. Cats don't need to be touched to notice this. They read tension from a distance, just by observing your guest's silhouette. 2. Direct, unblinking eye contact. Humans think eye contact means confidence. Cats think it means challenge. In the animal world, staring is a predatory behavior. So when someone bends down and looks right into your cat's eyes, especially a stranger, your cat interprets it as dominance. This is why cats often avoid the person who just wants to say hi and instead choose the quiet person who barely looks at them. It's not personal, it's instinct. If your cat stiffens, blinks rapidly, or turns their head away when someone stares at them, they're not being dramatic. They're avoiding what they perceive as a sign of threat. 3. Sudden or unpredictable movements. People who move too quickly, gesture loudly, or shift direction without warning trigger a protective response in cats. These movements mimic what predators do before attacking. Rapid changes meant to confuse their target. Again, this has nothing to do with morality, just biology. Your cat avoids unpredictable movers because, in their mind, steady and slow equals safe, erratic equals caution. Pay attention next time someone visits. Your cat will always prefer the calm walker over the whirlwind of fast hands and loud steps. 4. Aggressive or sharp vocal tones. Studies from Tokyo University show that cats distinguish emotional tones in human voices. They hear stress, irritation, calm, kindness, anger, and they react accordingly. A harsh or loud voice, even if not directed at them, creates tension that your cat picks up immediately. This is why cats retreat from shouting, abrupt laughter, passive-aggressive tones, voices with sharp edges. Their ears are built to detect emotional frequency. They literally hear the mood behind the words. So when someone raises their voice, your cat is already filing away emotional information and adjusting their behavior. 5. The smell of stress or aggression. Humans constantly release chemical cues through sweat, cues that shift when we're nervous, angry, or afraid. Cats can't identify cortisol itself, but they can detect the changes in your scent caused by stress. That means your cat knows when someone walks into your house carrying tension from a bad day, irritation from traffic, or deeper emotional frustration. And here's a surprising detail. These scent signals matter more than perfume, lotion, or deodorant. Cats smell the truth beneath the fragrance. If your cat suddenly sniffs the air, stares at a visitor, and leaves the room, they might be reacting to these invisible emotional markers. 6. People who ignore feline boundaries. Cats are deeply respectful creatures, at least socially. They don't run into another cat's space without permission. They don't touch without invitation. They don't force interaction. So when a human breaks these rules, by reaching quickly, petting without consent, lifting the cat without warning, or entering their comfort zone too fast, your cat immediately flags them as unreliable. This doesn't make the person evil. But to your cat, it means, this individual doesn't read signals. They could surprise me. And surprises are dangerous in cat logic. The safest humans, in their view, are the ones who let the cat choose the pace. That's why your cat often goes straight to the "I don't like cats" guy, because that person has no intention of forcing anything. Cats adore people who respect silence and space. 7. Emotional inconsistency. This is one of the most intriguing behaviors of all. Cats are exceptionally good at detecting emotional mismatch, when someone's words don't match their tone or their smile doesn't match their energy. Humans lie with their faces. Cats read the body. A person who says, "Aw, kitty," with tight shoulders, narrowed eyes, or a stiff jaw triggers a quiet alert in your cat. They may not run away, but they will observe with increased caution. Cats prefer emotional congruence. Calm words, calm tone, calm body. When someone displays mixed signals, the cat interprets it as instability, and instability in nature often means danger. The unseen moment when your cat decides now, imagine all these signals stacking together. Tense posture, direct staring, sharp movements, stressed voice, nervous scent, boundary breaking, emotional mismatch. When one or two appear, your cat becomes alert. When several appear at once, your cat makes a fast, silent decision. I'm going to keep my distance. And here's what people overlook. Cats don't need many seconds to evaluate someone. They process micro-behaviors at a speed we cannot match. That's how they survived for thousands of years. Your cat isn't dramatic. They're efficient. And sometimes, they're surprisingly accurate. But here's the part almost no one talks about. Cats don't only react to the person, they also react to you. They watch how your body changes when someone arrives. They watch how you talk, how you move, how your breathing shifts. Cats combine your emotional cues with the stranger's signals to make their final judgment. And that leads to one of the most mysterious behaviors cats show. Something so subtle that most people don't even notice when it happens. It's the exact moment your cat decides someone is truly safe, or absolutely not worth trusting. And once you learn to recognize that moment, everything will make sense. When a cat protects you, the silent ways they show warning and discomfort. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly positioning themselves between you and someone else? Or quietly staring at a visitor in a way that feels almost Intentional? Today, we're diving into the real behaviors cats use to protect you, the subtle warnings they give when they sense tension, and why these signals are far more scientific and far more loyal than most people realize. But first, tell me in the comments, has your cat ever acted differently around a certain person? Protective, cautious, or unusually alert? I'm replying to everyone. Before we continue, here's your reminder. If you enjoy deep, science-based insights like these, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Let's explore what your cat has been trying to tell you all along. The silent guardian instinct. Cats are not guard animals in the traditional sense. They don't bark, growl at intruders, or patrol the house in obvious ways, but their form of protection is more subtle and often more accurate. Cats protect by observing. They protect by positioning. They protect by warning. And they do it quietly. Cats evolved with an extraordinary ability to detect emotional shifts, environmental changes, and social tension. In nature, survival depended on recognizing danger before it arrived. So when your cat senses something off in a person's behavior, energy, or tone, they don't make a scene. They simply adjust their body language in ways you might not notice at first. But once you learn these signals, you'll see them everywhere. The body blocking behavior. One of the most fascinating signs of feline protection is body blocking, when your cat places themselves physically between you and another person. You might see this when your cat sits on your lap the moment someone approaches. Your cat stands in front of your feet. Your cat positions their body in a line connecting you and the visitor. They angle their ears toward the other person while keeping their body facing you. This behavior is not aggressive. It's not confrontational. It's awareness. In the wild, animals who protect each other often create a small physical barrier to monitor threats. Your cat may be doing the same, quietly placing themselves where they can observe, evaluate, and intervene if needed. They won't attack, but they will watch. The long, unblinking stare. When your cat stares at someone for an uncomfortable amount of time, it isn't because they're judging their outfit. Cats use prolonged staring as a tracking behavior, a way to gather sensory data from movement, posture, intention, and tone. They're evaluating from a distance, forming a silent profile of the person. A long stare means, I don't trust your signals yet. I need more information. This stare is different from the slow blink of affection or the curious glance they give friendly guests. This stare is still, focused, steady, the same look they give an unfamiliar animal outdoors. And if the person moves suddenly, your cat adjusts instantly, like a miniature security system. When play suddenly stops. Another subtle but powerful protection behavior is the cessation of play. Imagine your cat is chasing a toy, rolling on the floor, relaxed, comfortable, and then they abruptly freeze when someone enters the room. The tail stops, the whiskers stiffen, the ears rotate slightly, the body lowers. This isn't fear, this is vigilance. In nature, animals stop playing when something unpredictable enters their environment. It's a survival instinct. Conserve energy, assess the newcomer, then decide whether it's safe to resume. If your cat stops playing when a certain person arrives, they may be picking up emotional cues, tones, or movements that disrupt their sense of safety. The position of the tail and ears. You can learn almost everything about your cat's state of mind by watching their tail and ears, especially in the presence of unfamiliar or unsettling people. Here are the key warning indicators. Ears swiveling back and forth, analysis mode. Tail low and slowly moving side to side, insecurity. Tail wrapped tightly around their body, guardedness. Ears flattened slightly sideways, airplane ears. Discomfort, half-raised tail with tense posture, cautious curiosity. These subtle signs reveal far more than meowing ever could. Cats don't vocalize when analyzing, they observe silently. Seeking height, the elevated watch point. When a cat senses tension or uncertainty around someone, they often climb tables, back of the couch, shelves, stairs, cabinets, any elevated vantage point. This behavior is ancient. Wildcats climbed trees to watch predators from above, where they had the advantage. Height meant escape routes. Height meant safety. Height meant clarity. So when your cat jumps to a higher location to watch someone, it isn't rudeness, it's strategic. From above, they can monitor movement, scan facial expressions, detect inconsistencies, calculate escape paths, observe your emotional cues. Height is the ultimate feline control position. Shadowing and following you. One of the sweetest yet most misunderstood protective behaviors is shadowing, when your cat follows you closely whenever a specific person is around. This behavior can appear as following you room to room, sitting right next to your feet, refusing to nap in their usual spot, pacing behind you, lying near your belongings instead of their own. Your cat may be trying to send you a message. I want to stay near you because something feels off. They're not panicked, they're attentive. Cats bond deeply with the humans they trust most. When something disrupts that emotional environment, they become more aware of your position, breathing, and body language. They're not only protecting themselves, they're protecting you. The check-in glance. This is one of the most heart-melting, scientifically fascinating behaviors cats display. When they're unsure about a person, they look at you. This glance is incredibly quick, sometimes just a fraction of a second, but it means everything. Do you trust this person? Should I relax? This is social referencing, a real scientifically documented behavior. Cats use your reaction to decide how to respond. If you seem calm, they loosen their posture. If you appear tense, they increase their vigilance. Your emotional state directly influences theirs. You are their anchor, their reference point, their safe place. When a cat doesn't leave your side, some cats react not with distance, but with closeness. If your cat presses their body against yours, curls their tail around your leg, or sits touching you while watching someone, it's a form of reassurance, both for them and for you. It's as if they're saying, I'm here, I'm watching, stay near me. This is not fear-driven, this is attachment-driven. Cats form deep social bonds, even though they express them differently from dogs. When a cat chooses to protect you, it's because your emotional world is deeply connected to theirs. The moment the energy in the room changes. Cats are experts at picking up shifts in emotional atmosphere. They notice changes humans overlook. Tension in someone's breathing, discomfort in someone's movements, nervous rhythms in someone's speech, frustration hidden under politeness. And when that shift happens, your cat responds instantly, sometimes with alertness, sometimes with caution, sometimes with protectiveness, but always with awareness. Because your cat isn't just living with you, they're watching over you. And these tiny behaviors, blocking, staring, tail signals, following, height-seeking, are all part of a much deeper, much more surprising system. A system that reveals something extraordinary about the bond between humans and cats. Because there is one moment, a single, almost invisible behavior, when your cat decides something important about the person in front of you. And once you understand that moment, you'll see your cat's protective nature in a completely different light. The moment of truth. How your cat decides who you should trust. Every cat guardian has witnessed it at least once. That quiet moment when your cat looks at someone, then at you, then back at the person, and something shifts. It's subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye, but unmistakable once you know what to look for. Today, we're revealing the exact instant your cat evaluates human intentions. The moment of truth when they decide whether someone is safe, questionable, or simply not worth their trust. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments. Have you ever watched your cat judge someone instantly and later realize they were right? Share your story. I love reading them, and I respond to every comment. And if you enjoy deep, emotional, science-backed videos like this one, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Now let's uncover what your cat has known all along. The unseen decision-making process. Cats analyze people faster than we can process a first impression. While humans rely heavily on conscious reasoning, cats rely on layered sensory evaluation. Sight, sound, scent, vibration, memory, and emotional referencing. But the real magic isn't in the individual senses. It's in how quickly cats combine them. Cats don't separate cues the way we do. They process everything at once. The way someone walks, talks, breathes, smells, and interacts with you. And at a certain moment, all this information converges into a single, instantaneous decision. This is the moment of truth. It can happen in seconds, sometimes even before the person speaks. And once your cat decides, that judgment is remarkably consistent. The glance that means everything. One of the clearest signs your cat is making this decision is something almost everyone overlooks: the check-back glance. This happens when your cat looks at the person, then looks at you, then looks back at the person again. It's fast, sometimes half a second, but it's powerful. What does it mean? It means your cat is comparing emotional signals. They're asking, how do you feel about this person? Is your body relaxed? Is your breathing normal? Do your eyes soften or tighten when you look at them? This is social referencing, a scientifically documented behavior in cats. They use your emotional state as part of their evaluation algorithm. To a cat, you are not just a companion. You are the environmental barometer. Your reactions shape their reactions. Your tension becomes their tension. Your calm becomes their calm. So when your cat glances at you during an introduction, they're not being cute. They're gathering data. And that data influences everything that comes next. The micro body shift. Once your cat has processed the sensory cues and your emotional cues, their body language changes, subtly but decisively. You might notice the tail tip relaxes or stiffens, the whiskers soften or become rigid, the shoulders drop or lift slightly, the pupils shrink or widen, the ears angle forward or sideways. This tiny body shift is the result of a completed evaluation. Your cat isn't thinking, this person is evil. Your cat is thinking, I understand your intentions now. If the body relaxes, trust is granted. If the body tightens, distance is maintained. This decision is not emotional, it is biological. The ancient instinct behind the moment. Cats evolved as solitary hunters who had to make life or death decisions quickly. Every shadow, every sound, every movement could mean safety or danger. This survival pressure created an extraordinary neural system capable of rapid assessment. Even after thousands of years of domestication, cats still carry this ancestral intelligence. So that moment of truth isn't just modern behavior, it's ancient. Your cat's brain is performing a lightning-fast calculation reminiscent of their wild ancestors. Is this being predictable or chaotic? Is their energy calm or tense? Is their voice soothing or sharp? Is their scent peaceful or stressed? Is their movement controlled or erratic? How does my human respond to them? After evaluating all of this, the cat reaches a silent conclusion. How your cat records their decision. Once your cat decides, the judgment becomes part of something called associative memory, one of the strongest forms of memory in animals. This means your cat remembers how someone behaved, how that person made you feel, how their energy affected the room, whether interaction felt safe or forced. Cats rarely change their mind unless the person dramatically alters their own behavior over time. And here's something surprising. Cats remember experiences tied to emotion much longer than neutral experiences. This has been demonstrated in multiple behavioral studies. So if your cat witnessed someone speaking harshly, moving unpredictably, or making you anxious, that memory is stored with high intensity. Your cat isn't holding a grudge. They're protecting their emotional environment. The beautiful, unexpected side of this ability. This protective instinct isn't only about avoiding negativity, it's also about attraction to goodness. Cats gravitate toward gentle voices, relaxed breathing, slow movements, consistent emotional tone, authentic affection, people who respect boundaries, people who respect you. Why? Because peace feels safe. And cats love safety. This is why cats often surprise owners by bonding instantly with someone the human barely knows. The cat isn't seeing personality the way a human would. They're seeing emotional authenticity. They recognize sincerity far faster than we do. when your cat chooses you over someone else. Another sign your cat has made a final judgment is when they choose proximity to you instead of exploring or interacting with the visitor. If your cat sits beside you while watching someone, curls against your leg, rests behind your shoulder, or sits on your lap with eyes half open, that's not just affection. That's alignment. It means, I'm choosing your energy over theirs. And there is something incredibly beautiful in that loyalty. Cats choose with intention. They trust with observation. They love with precision. So when your cat chooses you, it's real. What happens inside your cat during the moment of truth? Inside that small, furry body, a lot is happening. The amygdala assesses emotional signals. The hippocampus forms memories. The olfactory bulb interprets chemical cues. The auditory cortex analyzes tone. The visual cortex tracks micro-movements. The vagus nerve reacts to your emotional state. The parasympathetic system activates or shuts down all of this in mere seconds. Humans underestimate cats because their decision-making is silent. But silence doesn't mean simplicity. It means mastery. Why cats are so often right about people. When people tell stories like, my cat hated my ex from the first day, or my cat adored the neighbor who later became my best friend, they often think it's coincidence. It isn't. Cats don't judge fashion, social status, or attractiveness. They judge consistency, energy, and emotional authenticity. They judge the things humans tend to overlook, and that makes them startlingly accurate. Your cat is not mystical. Your cat is observant. Your cat is protective. Your cat is honest. And the truth is, they've been reading the people around you far longer than you realize. The most powerful sign, your cat has made their decision. There is one final behavior that reveals your cat has reached their conclusion, and it's not obvious. It's when your cat shifts their attention away from the person entirely. If your cat evaluates someone, then calmly resumes grooming, playing, stretching, or sleeping, it means the decision has been made. This is the feline equivalent of, I know exactly who you are. I don't need to analyze anymore. It is the ultimate sign of clarity, but what your cat does next with that decision, whether they approach, avoid, guard, or ignore, reveals everything about how they truly feel. And once you learn to read this final behavior, you'll understand your cat's social intelligence on a level most people never reach. If you enjoyed this deep dive into your cat's emotional world, make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel grow and allows me to bring you even more fascinating content about the hidden lives of cats.